live. Today I have the honor of interviewing Starz Coleman, a prolific MC and filmmaker and videographer. Starz Coleman is a renaissance man who not only does he get busy on the mic and with his video work, he's also a comedian. And you can find his comedic vein throughout his work, whether it's on his albums or in his music videos and films. We're going to talk to him about what he's got going on, his lengthy discography, and also about his video music career and how he came from the East Coast to LA. Let's bring him in.
Oh. Then when I switch over to that, bow. Then I come over there like bow. Then I come back that way, bow.
What up, Stody?
What's up, man? I'm just in there practicing a little break dancing. You know what I
My
mean?
brother, what an honor to have you on. Man, well, first of all, I think that we just need to kind of get out of the way the cool way that we met. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had just wrapped up an interview and headed out with my family, and maybe you want to share with them. What was it like for you on your end? Because you had a whole different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm in Target, you know, getting my little 1-2, and I shot a video for Montage and emcee, and I had shout out to Act, my boy Act, Mob, what up? So I shot a video for emcee and Montage 1, and I hear. Now, remind you, I've been editing the video, so I'm hearing the song over and over again. I didn't know it was released, right? So I hear somebody in Target playing the song on the phone. I'm like,
some underground hip hop.
Yeah, I'm like, well, maybe maybe he's one of the guys at the video shoot that I just didn't see or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, small world. I just shot that video. He's like, word.
So cool.
Yeah, man. It was like meant to be. Man.
You know, so for me, from my lens, I had just done the video with the producers of that song, which was Team Demo. I had done the interview with them and feeling good, you know what I'm saying, when you create and you're out there doing this hip hop thing that we love so much. And I'm at the Target, you know, wife and kids on I'm over in a whole other section. And you came up and you're like, yo, I'm shooting a video to that song. I'm actually editing that video. For me, I was just like,
yeah,
you know,
crazy how the world works, man.
And there's some cool LA shit, you know what I'm saying? Because we're both from the East Coast.
Right.
And that's when you share with me, you're like, listen, I'm an artist. I make music videos. I have my comedy also. I'm from New Jersey. You know what I mean? And it's just really, you know, it's really cool to connect with people when you're out here in LA grinding. Can you talk to us about that journey from New Jersey to LA?
Nah, for sure. Every artist, you know, embark on. It was something that was a sacrifice.
Yeah.
I was on the East Coast doing with my man Flea Lord. Shout out to Flea Lord. You know, I'm signing Lord Mob. I'm also the cameraman for Lord Mob. And, you know, just the new scenery, man. I was getting tired of the winter.
Yeah.
You know, I'm also trying to be a comedian, so I'm trying to get into the comedy game. And I just felt California was right for me, man, when it comes to filming and everything like that. So I'm hearing the stories of your Robert De Niro's and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said, you know, I'm gonna take my last little bit of cash and dash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. When did you come out here?
I came out here about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. So that means that when I met you, when I saw you, because that was like maybe 2 months ago.
Right.
So you still had that new car smell.
Yeah. Yeah. And ever since then, man, I done linked up with Lana, man. I done shot probably maybe about 5 videos out here, man. I done linked up with MC8, man. I'm supposed to be doing something with Razcast soon, man. And just non-stop running ever since I've been here, man.
I've seen you. I've been watching you on the different social media. You've been working. God has been good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, you just mentioned so many names, and then I've seen a couple of other. I saw you were just with the Mussolini.
Yeah.
Right? Like the other day.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, I want to talk with you about so much. Your career is so full. You've got comedy. You've got your own music because you're a sick spitter. You're dope on the mic. Your flow is so different, so much personality and character, larger than life character. But then you're so nice with the videos that they keep it a brother fed. You know what I'm saying? So talk to us about the video work since we're on that topic. When you're working on a video, you know, how do you go about doing that? Do you work with the artist to get their vision? Do you come in with just like an encyclopedia of knowledge on movies? Talk to us about that.
Yeah. So when it comes to shooting videos, shout out my boy G4, shout out Mercy, you know what I mean? When it comes to shooting videos, yo, I started like everybody else. To be honest, man, I just was tired of paying for videos. I didn't really
Yeah,
have it, you know
yeah,
what I mean? I'm like, damn, I gotta pay to stay fresh, pay for studio time, and pay for videos. Man, I don't even like paying the plug back. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Come to paying, I ain't good at that. You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna figure out how to cut these corners and save some money. And I started in the hood, shooting videos for $80. Just your normal people standing in front of the hood and wilding out, pointing guns at the video. And then I kind of was pay attention to your Kendricks and your Tyler the Creators, and I'm like, man, I want my videos to look more like that.
yeah,
I want my videos of like you got to figure out things and little Easter eggs and all that G4, and you got to figure out little Easter eggs. And I said, you know what? That's who I'm gonna follow behind. I'm gonna follow behind, you know, your Jordan Pills and everything who don't just give it to you all the way. You gotta watch it over and over again to peep things, or I might make it in installments where like this part is this part, and you know, it's just I just like having fun with creation,
yeah,
man. It's fun.
yeah. When you first started working on music videos, were you shooting on iPhones? Were you shooting with DSLRs? Like, what original equipment did you work with, and what have you graduated onto?
Well, so I started off with off the rip. I started off with a DSLR. I think I had a Nikon
Wow,
D100 or something like that. My man Brandon, shout out to Brandon. He believed in me. He said, "Yo, man, I'm gonna get you a camera, man, since you really want to do this." And that
wow,
changed my life. And then I ended up getting another camera after that. Linked up with my man G4. Well, my brother Bad Lungs was shooting videos for him at first. Then he linked up with my brother G4. They ended up having a song together. And then when I met G4, after we shot the video Salvo, it was on from there. We linked up with
yeah,
G4, then I linked up with Flea and Me Fucks. And so really it was Bad Lungs who was the catalyst to the next stage of life when it came to that cameraman shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I always was a rapper. But sometimes, sometimes it takes that one person to bring you to the next situation, to bring you to the next situation. So I love my brother Bad Lungs for that, man. For real, for
that's
real.
dope, man. Yeah, you and Bad Lungs have a long history together. There's the earlier album of French Connection, and then so you've been in the game for so long. It's really interesting. You have a long discography. I had to go do some digging, man. I was up on Dat Piff. I was up back in the Internet Archive. I know about 973 stars. You know what I'm
Whoa,
saying? I was digging, bro.
wow.
Your career is impressive.
Thank you.
For it to be captured here now, can you share with us a little bit about those early years as an MC when you first started coming out, the 106 and Park era, the mixtape era? Share with us that.
Oh man, so I did 106 in Park, man. I was actually homeless at that time, and
Wow.
yeah, man, and we did the 106 in Park thing, and I lost. I lost the second week, and it was because of a technicality. Homie told me to say something about making it look cool to go to school, and I already had a rhyme ready to murder this guy, so I had to implement a rhyme that I wasn't ready for, and it just. But long story short, one of the judges was he was a D Block producer, and he was the only judge that voted for me. Years later, I ended up linking with D Block. But the earlier years, man, losing is what kept me hungry. So when I lost, I said, damn, that didn't feel good. So I ended up looking for local showcases, ended up getting into a local showcase, won that, got my self-esteem back up, got my confidence back up, ended up linking with Smokestack Records, and they brought me in the door to the D Blocks, and I got songs with Beanie Siegel and Del Rey, and they brought me in the door to that. So it was just losing is what brought the fire in me to be like, yo, man, I don't never want to feel that feeling again. And then, at 2012, I ended up losing my mom around that time, and I ended up going real, real in the dumps after that, man. And just years and years trying to climb back up and figure it out. And then that's when I got my own camera and figured out I had to build the house myself, man. I couldn't rely on nobody no more.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing all that. Sorry about your mom.
Nah,
That's losing her at such a young age, and thanks for sharing that. It almost seems like you had, in a sense, like two chapters of this incredible career. You've got that early chapter where you're a freestyle monster on 106 in Park, the mixtape era, early record label, right? Early record label signing.
Right.
Um, and then hip hop kind of enters a trap era, and changes it a lot for especially New York, New Jersey, East Coast boom bap rappers, that '90s nostalgic sound. But instead of releasing trap records, you went and picked up skill sets and learned how to make music videos, worked on comedy, and kept your sword sharp with the rhyme, but just not doing the trap sound.
Right. Right.
Then you connect with Lord Mob, Flea Lord. Talk to us about how that happened.
Right. So during that trap era, that was a real dark era for people like me. I didn't wanna do the because I know a lot of rappers in my era, they didn't want to do that trap music, man. It felt weird to them.
Yeah.
And I tried it, shout out to Bad Lungs with Trap ZD. He hate that I say that. He try to get people to forget that album, but I remember, nigga. But that guy, man. So I just said, you know what? I'm gonna keep it hip hop, and I'm gonna make money off of the people who want to be such down south rappers so much. Then I just looked at everybody like a money sign after that. So I said, since everybody want to be a rapper, then I need to be the one making the money off these rappers for right now. So let me just fall back from rapping until this climate changes. And thank God, thanks to your West Side Guns and your Rocks and these certain people, thank God they made the climate even again. So I said, okay, time to step back in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now I'm stepping back in the ring as a beginner. So now I'm around G4s and your Flea Lords, and I done did all of these things that these guys don't even know that I done did already. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm a regular cameraman now, and I just got to sit back and be patient and watch everybody else play basketball while I sit on the sidelines and record everybody else play basketball. So it was a mind fuck, believe it or not, but it taught me that you don't have to just be a rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can be. It brought that fear out of me to say you can do different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. You got more skills, a lot of creativity and imagination, but then you were able to use those skills for your own career and your own music and your own music videos.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So
right.
You're behind the camera. Do you also edit and direct and basically, do the treatments?
I do it all. That video you just saw on the beach, I actually put it on my stories exactly each step of the way of how I shot it.
Yeah.
And that just came back, like you said, that just comes from just being by myself and not really having nobody to hold the camera for me and just studying different angles and looking at movies and saying, how did he get that angle off? How do I do that? Oh, and then just light bulbs and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then just this where I know how to shoot a good video on the back of my eyes closed, basically. You know what I mean?
Dope. What software are you using to edit videos?
Sony Vegas. Nice and simple. I don't really go to because I shoot more cinematic. I'm not really the edit. I'm not really the hit you with a lot of effects guy. You know what I'm saying? I eventually do want to shoot movies. I shot a comedy movie with my man Bad Lungs, so I want to get into that. So that's why I shoot my music videos more movie-like.
Yeah, more cinematic.
Right.
You're from the East Coast. You started grinding out there, making music videos, connected with the Lord Mob. Made money, made a career that way. You're out here in the West where so many movies, so many music videos have been shot. Does it feel different? Does everything kind of feel like a movie out here? Like when you're out there and you got the palm trees in the background and the Hollywood sign and Venice. And can you talk to us about what that's like coming from the East Coast, but you're a man with the camera? This is what you do. This is what you love. What was it like to be places and be like, these are the spots I've watched my whole life?
Man, it's surreal because I still can't believe I'm out here. I mean, every once in a while, I'll just come back to my life and be like, I'm living in California. This is crazy. And, the Skid Row and all of these different experiences is like, it's amazing. It's amazing. But it also has me more hungrier than ever because it's like, I'm where I always wanted to be since I was a kid. And now there's no excuses. There is no, oh, man, now what do you got to say? It's like, all right. It's time. It's time to put the foot on the pavement and let's go. So it has me more hungrier than I've ever been, man, because I know I'm where spiritually is where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean?
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, I saw the video you had of you and Skid Row. You're a wild dude.
Oh, wait till you see the Skid Row dance battles I got going.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm walking up on people and I'm just dance battling them. Yeah. I'm about to start a whole YouTube channel of just Skid Row dance battles.
Yo,
It's
that's
on.
gonna go
I
viral.
know.
That's gonna go viral. I'm when you're out here, let me know because I'm like 2-3 blocks from Skid Row. I'm in the Arts District.
So am I.
Get out of here.
I live right in the Flower District. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we
All right.
close.
Yeah.
We close.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
at like 6 in Alameda.
Okay. Bet. I'm on San Pedro.
All right. That's what's up, my brother. We didn't know. I thought you was out in Eagle Rock or like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where I saw
Nah,
you.
nah. That's where. Yeah, that's one of the little spots I
Yeah,
be at.
it's peaceful.
Yeah. I'm planning on moving up there to
Yeah,
Glendale for
it's
sure.
nice out there. That's what's up, my bro. So, I want to talk about your music because we're spending a lot of time talking about your music videos and because you've been. I see you with everybody. It's like a who's
Right.
who, but I know that you've been working. When we look at your prior discography, the mixtape era, you were really busy. You were already signed. Then in 2020, when you look at the DSPs, you show up on there with the French Connection with Bad Lungs, right? But then you have the work that you've been doing with the Lord Mob, and then the recent albums. You had a very busy 2023. What do you got coming next? Because I know you've been working.
Oh man. So I got so this next album, Flea's executive producing. It's Ivona Ave. That's the name of my block out in Jersey. I got that coming this month. Then I got The Devil is Watching series. The Devil's Always Watching series with my man CEO. He produced both of them. It's gonna be a series 1 and 2, and then I got a personal album with me and Bad Lungs called 10,000 Grams of Protein. So we got some work coming, man. Some heavy work coming, man. It's
Dope. That's dope. It's gonna be an amazing 2024.
yeah.
The Lord Mob and Flea Lord are such big names in hip hop that this new album, executive produced by Flea Lord, I think is gonna, have a lot of people paying attention because you get that cosign.
Right.
It's gonna go crazy on all the different internet websites and things like that. Does that album have, a release date?
We're looking towards like end of May, maybe like May 30th. Is there 30 days in May? I'm high as hell.
Yeah, no,
Close,
but yeah, the end of May.
yeah, close to May. It's gonna hit you,
Yeah,
and it's gonna hit you perfect time. Once you hear it, you're gonna be like, yes, it's out. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a
it's gonna,
summer album.
yeah. And then after that, we just gonna keep it rolling. After I hit you with one, it's just gonna keep coming until next year, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you've done a lot of visuals for your actual discography also.
Right.
What do you have planned for this new album, Ivona Ave?
Oh man, that's a good question. You know what's crazy? I have a lot of stuff planned and plotted, but
That's that Cali Chronic.
oh my god, I put peanut butter breath with some wax in it. Forget about it. But I got a lot of plans and ideas, just trying to execute them. Nothing is really solid yet, and that's the good part. That's where I like it. I like to be not anything solid. I like to just be spontaneous. Like, oh, that's a great idea. How can I execute it? Cool. I'm about to go do that right now. So that's what right now. I'm watching. I'm learning. I'm seeing. I'm studying what not to do, what people doing, what's not being done, and then I'll be able to just place the food on the plate perfectly for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Yeah, and you've been working so much with people out here with your video making and that world, right? That I'm sure that you get like constant new ideas, constant new connects, constant new locations, right?
Yeah.
That you're finding because LA is so dope like that. It has so many locations, so many studios at really inexpensive rates.
Yeah.
It's a dope place.
Yeah, and me, I got my own studio set up. I brought my own situation with me. Like I said, I cut corners. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
as far as locations and everything, like especially downtown. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I have a lot of clients from the East Coast flying in, like Mussolini. They'll come and shoot in, and it's just man, this is the town to be in. I'm trying to tell you, man. So yeah, it's gonna be. You guys are gonna like what I got coming out, man. You guys are gonna like
That's dope. My bro, can you share with us a little bit about your comedy? Right? You're hilarious. You have a big personality. It has always worked its way into your raps. So when we go back and we listen to the mixtapes, right? It's there. We could see it on screen whenever you do a music video. But talk to us about what you want to do with the comedy side of your career. Do you want to do stand-up comedy? Do you want to do more like skits and stuff for the internet, or you know, all of it? Share with us what the plan with it is.
So my plan for comedy is it's more direct. Like I kind of just want to be a comedic actor that shoots my own films, kind of like basically like Ice
Yep.
Cube. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
inspiration and who am I inspired by? That the rapper slash director, it would be Ice
Yeah.
Cube. Which I am trying to come up with the next Friday. I'm trying to come up with the next Friday after. These are the things I want to do. Skits, if they happen, they happen. But that's my main goal, is to try to be, and that's another reason why I moved out here, because I love my East Coast people,
Yeah.
but it's hard to find some good actors out there. You know what I mean? Like when I mean your regular friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So easier to just kind of find an actor who just kind of knows how to act. Even if I just need him to just stand right there and not say anything, he knows how to do that very well. So comedic acting, man, that's all I want to do. And hopefully I can come up with a nice YouTube sitcom where it's just strictly a nice show that you can tune into every week, and some movies being put out, and kind of have just build my own little Tyler Perry, Ice Cube world around my own films and things like that. You know what I mean? So that's the comedy move I'm trying to make.
That's dope. That's dope. Did you see 50 Cent just opened a studio in Shreveport, Louisiana?
No, I heard about it. I've seen him walking around. Matter of fact, I did. I didn't know that was in Louisiana. I've seen him walking around and showing it, but I'd love to see how it turns out.
Yeah, it's random because you know, 50's been heavy in TV and movies as an actor too, right? But like, you know, as a producer of Power, you know, people know what he's been doing with all of that. But my father-in-law is from Marshall, Texas. There's a little town 30 minutes outside of Shreveport. So I've been to Shreveport. It's like a random small town in Louisiana right on the border with Texas, but they got casinos.
Okay.
That's what they're known for, right? So people on East Texas, they head over to Shreveport. It's a small town. It's not a big thing, but I've randomly been there because that's where my folks are from. You know what I mean? That's where my lady's folks are from.
Okay.
So when 50's out there getting the key of the city, and he's opening a whole studio, and it's quite inexpensive out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, okay, what's 50? You know, because 50, he's one of those cats that's got the Midas touch.
Yeah.
You know?
He should have been did that, but sometimes you got to go through the business and get bit and burnt to learn and say, you know what? He's also a cut corner man. He said, you know what? If somebody done pissed him off where he's just like, all right, now I have to get my own studio now because y'all playing around. You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect move. And that's exactly what I would love to do. Once I seen Tyler Perry do it, I said, that's the move for a director, is to have his own movie studio, because now you can have, it can keep generating money. You can have other shows shoot inside of it. You can have music videos shot inside of it. It just keeps generating money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A great passive.
Yeah. Yeah. The right now, YouTube allows people to put like ads and to create, you know, I love these hood movies. You know what I'm saying? Where like, you know, you watch this cat's doing a lot of content coming out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I love these hood movies where they're about an hour. They're usually under an hour, and they got their little crews of actors and actresses, and they've got these loose storylines, and some of them are pretty good. Some of them are like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're lit, you kind of just kick it, and it's cool to watch. It's like underground hip hop. Right. It's kind of like it's like an urban form of entertainment that if you're not looking for a Christopher Nolan, right, level movie with all the big actors, you're looking for like some wild entertainment that they did underground. The hood movies are cool.
Yeah.
Is your thought to kind of enter through that medium, or do you want to do something a little bit more polished that's ready for TV, that has, you know, like for instance, if you're doing something that's designed for 30-minute TV, 30-minute TV episodes, you shoot it at 24 so they could put the commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those types of things. Are you thinking about going about creating content that's more polished like that, and then shopping it like you would a record deal? Like, are you thinking mixtape? Or are you thinking like record deal for the video content?
I'm thinking build my own world. I'm thinking more of a Jay-Z Rockefeller thing. I'm
Yeah.
thinking more they're neither or. Maybe it might even be a little bit of both. But whatever it is, it's in my world. It's not a constraint. It's not constraining to any of the Hollywood rules per
Yeah.
se. When you come to the Starz world, it's a little bit of everything. Some might be hood, okay quality stuff.
Yep.
Some might, man, this should have a show.
Yeah.
Some others like, man, this is just wild. This is just crazy. I don't know what this is. Kind of like an Eric Andre situation where it's just like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I can't take my eyes off of it. You know what I mean? So quality and you know, setup and how you know, different things like that. We breaking all the rules. You know what I mean? We just innovating and starting something new. You know?
Yeah. Now you come from a family of entertainers.
Yeah.
From you know, from what I understand, your mom was also a singer. Can you share with us her background and you know, I guess kind of where you got that from?
Yeah. So my mom was a jazz singer. She she did the Apollo when I was young, and this is around the time the Sandman and all of that.
They'll
So
boo you off the stage at the Apollo.
scared for her, man. I will always remember this like yesterday. I was scared for her. I might have been like 7 years old. And she killed it, bro. She
You
gave
were
me
there.
goosebumps. I was there. And the crowd stood up and gave her a standing ovation.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe that all this whole room of people was screaming for this person that I live with. Like, if my mind couldn't grasp that. I'm like, yo, this lady be farting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
This is mom.
Yeah, this is Mom Dukes. She be cursing me out, all types of shit. And just people are screaming for her, and I just couldn't. I just said, and I remember right then and there, I said, I want that for me. I want that to happen for me. That has to happen for me. And sure enough, you know, her parents, her grandparents had a funk band that they used to travel around the country with. So she was heavy into music, and she would drag me to the studios late night, and I would just be hearing them R&B songs over and over again till 3 in the morning. And little did I know that was training me to be in a studio. You know what I mean? Because if I never had that patience, then I don't know how I could be able to sit in the studio for hours and just work on something for hours. So yeah, and she just showed me the process of recording good music and quality music, and you know, making sure it's right, taking it home, studying it, going back. You know, I didn't know what a rough draft was. She taught me all of that. I knew what all of that was before 10 years old. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
Yeah.
music was definitely heavily in my house.
Yeah. So you were born for this. You
Yeah,
had the training. You got those hours.
yeah, yeah. I got the
So
for sure.
were you? Are you the first person from your family to get behind the camera?
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, my uncle and all that, they was just regular working people.
Yeah.
You know, my mom traveled to Africa before, so she was heavily into music. So it was like the whole family was rooting on her to be, you know, the next big thing. You know what I mean? While everybody else kind of just got up and went to work. So yeah, that
That's
was
so
that.
dope. So your mom was the creative out of the family, and then now it's you. It carried down to you.
Right,
Wow.
right.
Wow.
My
And are
mom.
you the first to make it out west?
Yes, yes. Most of my family never even been to Matter of fact, I'm gonna say, yeah, most of my family never been to California. My mom, she's been all around the world for sure, but everybody else have never been out of New Jersey or down south.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. The East Coast. It's funny. Like, you know, I'm from DC, and that's just like one whole area from Miami to New York, even Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like people just travel up and down that corridor all day,
Yeah,
right? People, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Philly,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Wilmington. It's just one, people just, you know, but out here it's a whole other animal.
Of the animal. But you know what's crazy? I'm starting to realize that the West Coast does that too, because a lot of drivers that I would get into or would have the conversation with, hey, you guys ever been to New York? Whatever. They'd be like, nah. And I'm talking about these people 50 years old, 60 years old, never been to New York, never been to the East Coast.
Yeah.
That always had me like, man, Californians must be that great that we are the ones trying to get over here and get out of there, but they cool. We're here. We've been here for our whole lives and don't have no reason to leave. And I'm like, this is the state I need
Yeah.
to be in. It. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They've been to San Diego. Diego and San Francisco. That's about it.
Right,
And
right,
Vegas.
right, right, right. But most of them say, you know, I do want to go one day, but yeah, never got to it. You know, so
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah,
Your discography is cool because not only have you worked with, you know, your label mates on at, you know, Lord Mob, like Flea Lord, but you've worked with Planet Asia,
yeah,
Rim the Villain,
yeah.
right, and several other artists. Are there any artists you haven't had a chance to work with yet that, you know, you're like, yo, this is on the bucket list?
You know what's? I mean, damn man, my favorite rapper of all time is Beanie Siegel, and
Oh, so
when
you hit that
when he
early.
when he walked in the room when it was official, I was ready to die the next day. I was like,
Wow.
did everything
Good.
I, you know what I'm saying? So yo, when it come to rap, I did everything I had to do. I was running home from school with this man's album, like, and like this was my guy, and I never thought in a million years I would meet him, let alone do a song with him. So when that man came in that room and we really vibing, and that he came out that booth, and it was the part where I was rapping. And he said, yo, Starz, let me go in there and say that part. And when he went in there, he said my name. Yo, I was on cloud 45. I said, yo, I can die tomorrow. I'm good. I feel like I accomplished everything. And that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would love to work. I would love to work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Rock Marciano, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But I really just want to build my own world and see who can vibe with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really trying to tap into everybody's world.
Yeah.
I want people to come to my world and see who can jump in the ring with me at the end of the day. You know
That's
what
dope.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, everybody their own style. I want to have my own style. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro.
Muhammad Ali fought his own way. Tyson fought his own way. You know what I mean? I want to have my own way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
mind up with cats, but yeah, it Starz Coleman out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
if you know, if people want to work with you, like if they see your video work and they want to get a video, you know, shot, directed, and done by Starz Coleman, or if they want to collab with you and they want to make some music with you, what's the right way to do that? How do they go about like connecting with you?
You got to show me that you got to show me your jail papers. Make sure that you never snitched on somebody. That's first off.
That's right.
Make sure you ain't snitch on somebody. All right? Gotta make sure you wash your ass. Cause I don't, you be in the studio with funky motherfuckers all the time. Niggas don't be putting on deodorant all that shit. Niggas don't be brushing their teeth all that shit. Okay? Got to wash your ass, all right? And when you get those two things out the way, I'm willing to work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't work for free, but I'm also willing to work with any budget. So if niggas say, man, hey, Star, that's all I got, man. You just hook me up with a hook or something. Say no more, brother. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I'm not one of these niggas that's like, yo, I need 5, 10, I need 15 racks, nigga. Nah. Whatever you got, let's work. Understand I don't work for free. And if you understand that and understand that, just don't disrespect me with something crazy, we can work. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Just holla at me. We can work.
That's dope. That's
Work.
dope. Yeah. You have an interesting collaboration with a big star that you know is outside of hip hop, which is Lana Del Rey, right? How did that happen? How did that come about?
Man, I be naming you. That's the one you name drop when you're around the white girls. Yeah.
So that's what I did. That's what I did yesterday with my girl. I was like, you know, because I'm all into my hip hop, and I know who you are. I know who these other cats are that's in this hip hop thing of ours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This thing that we got.
Right.
But yeah, they're like, oh yeah, he's cool. Yeah, all right, yeah,
Right.
that's cool. And I was like, but look, he with Lana Del Rey. Woo!
Right. Yeah, it's a whole different vibe, man. Once again, that was Smokestack. Shout out to Simon Katz. If you know who that is, that's actually the bass player for a great group called the Gorillas.
Yeah.
Who was Jamiroquai, and then he ended up going over to the Gorillas. He just brought me in and said, "Hey, man, Lana Del Rey really wasn't that big, at that time," and he brought me in, and then we ended up linking on later on in life when she got big, and that was like insane. But yo, man, that's just a surreal moment, man. I don't know. I still to this day don't know how that happened. But she's a beautiful person,
Yeah.
beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Hell, and people love her, man. People love her, man. I check my emails. There's people from Brussels, Spain, all from all around the world. Like, yo, you the guy that did the song with Lana Del Rey, and it's just crazy. the love I got from that shit, man. It's just insane, man.
That's
Shout
dope.
out to Lana.
Yeah, that's that star power. Is she from Jersey?
Is she?
I feel like she is. I feel like she is, but I'm kind of like just ad libbing. You know what I'm saying? I
don't
know
know.
that back in the day, like she was Lizzie Grant, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
back in the day, she had like like a different stage name, Lizzie Grant, and this is like back like in the MySpace era.
yeah,
And then she was like a hustler, right? She was like releasing content and dope, but was on the grind like other artists, and then connected with the right people, disappeared and came back as Lana Del Rey, and the rest is history.
yeah. That's crazy. Cause see, when I met her, she was signed to like Columbia, Germany, or something. So that's where I thought she was
Yeah,
from. I thought she was from America. I was told that she was from America, moved to Germany, and now she's back to America or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
well, that if she's from Jersey, then that's
yeah.
damn.
And I don't know that for a fact, but I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? But there definitely was an era where she was out there, and then disappeared, and then came back, and then the machine got behind her, and also the voice and the talent,
Yeah,
and she's got this mystique, like that X factor the stars have.
yeah,
That like they walk in a room and it's like, you know what I'm saying? So she has all that going for her,
yeah,
not to take anything from her. But what an amazing experience that you have that track with her.
yeah, man. It's crazy how I tell people all the time, like Nipsey say, man, just keep going. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I do know I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And shit just be happening from you keep going.
Yeah.
Like I make this happen. I don't know. I don't know how to make this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I can't walk in no room and be like the prescriptions of the Egyptian and all that music contract shit.
Yeah.
All I know is that nobody will ever outwork me. That's one thing I do know. You will not outwork me. Even if we get on the treadmill, you ain't outrunning me. That's how serious I am on this shit. So it's like that's all I do know. And things happen. Things will keep continuing happening, good or bad, when you keep going, man. And that's it.
Speaking of the treadmill, you've been in the gym lately.
Hey, now.
Health is wealth. Health is wealth. Talk
Hey,
to us about your health journey.
hey, man. The health journey is the most important journey of all. You know what I'm saying? Because even if I'm 60 and I don't have a dollar, I got my health.
Yeah.
Which means I get a dollar. If you
Yeah.
dollar and you ain't got your health at 60, you're fucked. Shout out to Lex Lorimar. What up, baby? Yeah, you're fucked. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're 60 and you ain't got no money, you can go out and get that some way, somehow. Start a YouTube channel about how you can be 60 and in shape, whatever the case may be. But if you don't have your health, you can have, check this thing out. You can have money and not have your health, and guess where all your okay?
That's a good point.
So health is way more important than that money shit. So I had to learn the hard way, man. Like I was breathing hard. It was bad, man. I was 310. I went to Vegas one time, and you know that fat burger place or whatever where you get on the scale? Yeah, I got on the scale. That shit hit up to like 310. I was like, the fuck? I thought I was only 260. And it was a wrap from there. So now it's time to get right.
Yeah.
My thighs is rubbing together. I got ass cheeks growing in the front. We're not doing this. Okay?
Did you play sports coming up?
I did. I played football.
Because you're super, like you know what I'm saying? Like, even when you're getting back into shape, you're doing handstands and you're doing, you're super athletic.
Yeah. I used to play football, man. I was a fullback. Well, they had me at right tackle, and then I used to play, and then they had me at fullback and shit like that. So my man Brandon joined in. That's my man I told you that bought me the camera off the rip, man. That's my man who believed in me with the camera. And
Brandon.
Life changed since then, man. I'm trying to get him to go in with me on this t-shirt companies, man. Hurry up, Brandon. Let's get this t-shirt money, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah,
Brandon need to come out to LA.
He ain't got nothing going for him in Jersey, man. Bring your ass on out here,
man. The t-shirt company, is that something that is far enough along to share, or is that something that's still in the works?
We put out some samples. We got a few people, digging the vibes. We got a few people that we sent some shirts to. Yeah, we ran a line earlier. We just had more demand than we got product.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get it right. But I say by the end of the summer, it's on. We're gonna be on with the merch and the t-shirts and good quality, because this is the great place to get the good quality blanks and all of that. That's another reason why I moved over here. So it's just so many things that I still more pots that I got simmering
Yeah.
that I ain't take off the stove yet, but I'm still cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's dope, man. You shared with us at the beginning of the interview that you already have a short film, there's a comedic film, something that you worked with Bad Lungs on. Is that something that, can you share with us a little, some of the details? Like, is that something that's going to come out in the summer? Is it something that's already out that people could find?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's already out. Shout out how my man Hive Mind too. Yeah, that's already out. It's called The L Rod. Um, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna keep it real with you right now. A lot of people love the movie. I watched it over with Baron Davis not too long ago, and I don't like it. I watched it. I said, man, so many parts that I could have did better, but that's the first movie ever, so I can't kick myself in the back. But I can definitely see that it's gonna be a lot of what do you call that? Just I guess putting myself down on a lot of shit because I gotta, I gotta get this. I gotta get this going. So the L Rod is out right now. It's on YouTube for free. You just go to my YouTube channel, Starz Coleman, and just type in the L Rod comedy movie, and it pops right up. And it's a soundtrack that go with it. Got Rim the Villain on there, Planet Asia. That's a fire. That might have been one of the best movie soundtracks I ever heard in my life. And I ain't saying that because it's just me. You know what I mean? But yeah. It got a good soundtrack.
What does the L Ride mean?
So the L Rod, where I'm from in Jersey, the L Rod means, so if somebody say, hey man, well back in the days we would say if you wanted to smoke a blunt, but like say if you don't want to sit in the crib and smoke.
Yeah,
like, man, let's take an L Rod.
Go cruising.
Let's go cruising. Right, let's go take an L Rod.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's like
you smoking L.
Yeah. We're gonna ride around and smoke some weed, listen to some music, maybe look at some girly girls, whatever we might do. But yeah, the L Ride is just a quick way to say let's go smoke a blunt in the car while we drive around. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. And the how long is it? Because it's a short film.
Yeah.
Like how long did it go?
The movie's about 30 minutes, and that's what the movie is about. It's about us saying, yo, man, let's go take an L Ride, but we ain't got no weed. So we trying to find some weed. Well, we're rappers, but we're terrible rappers that we're trying to figure out how to be better rappers. And we're about to get kicked out the house. It's looking bad for us. We riding around trying to find good weed. We meeting all of these weird weed dealers. We just running into weird situations. We end up running into Rim, who has some magic weed. We end up smoking.
Rim got the magic weed.
Rim got the magic weed. Smoke the weed. We finally get some.
I haven't seen this yet, bro. I'm gonna go watch it right now.
Yeah.
Right after this, I'm gonna go watch it.
It's people loved it. And then we end up finding the magic weed. We get the talent that we need, and the rest is history. And we are working on the L Rod too. We are working on the L Rod too. So that's gonna be crazy. We're gonna have Flea Lord in there, my man G4 and all of them. We're gonna have the whole Lord mob in this movie. This shit gonna be crazy. It's gonna take a while to put together, but it's coming. Yeah, for sure.
That's dope. You have another album that you did that's Bears versus Pitbulls.
That's the one.
And you did like a short movie for that also. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah. So, I shot a lot of videos. So at that time, I'm like, man, this album's so good. What can I do different? Because, promotion is hard nowadays, for anybody. Rappers nowadays is like, how can you stand out? So I said, man, wouldn't it be dope to do some like Streets is Watching type vibe to this, where I can just shoot a video for every song on this shit. And that's what I did. I took my little resources that I had in the area, and I made it happen. So it's just a dope. If for the people who haven't seen Bear vs. Pitbull's short film, man, fire. I actually watching that right now.
You have it on there?
Yeah, it was on pause, so it went to a screensaver. But yeah, I was watching that just now. So
how many music videos are in the in the short film that you did for Bears vs. Pitbulls?
I believe it's 9. There was only one video I didn't do a song for, so I believe about 9. And then there's a couple comedy skits in there too for people. You know what I mean? Some good, little funny things in there for people as well. It's funny as hell.
That's dope. What does that mean, Bears versus Pitbulls?
So Bear versus Pitbulls was basically the rich versus the poor. Where bears are, bears are bears, and sometimes bears can lose, right? Versus enough pit bulls if they're hungry enough. So that's what that was. That whole album idea was just rich versus the poor. And sometimes I've been a bear, and sometimes I've been a pit bull. I've been both of these things at the same time. So playoff on the rich and the poor.
That's dope. That's dope. And the most recent album you have available on digital streaming platforms is They Become What They Hate, right?
Yes, yes,
Talk to us about that album.
yes. Both Bears vs. Pit Bulls and They Became What They Hate are both produced by Ched, by the way, one of the best producers ever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ched. Ched is the guy. They Became What They Hate. I actually was going through a time where I would see a lot of hypocrisy, right? I was seeing a lot of people saying, hey, man, I don't like when that person does that to me. And then I seen that person doing the same thing to somebody else. And I just realized that. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. People become what they hate. And I just started saying that because things were being done to me by the same people I would look at on the outside and say, but you just said you don't like that being done to you. What you doing that to me? You feel what I'm saying? So that's what that album was based upon. It was really like coming out of an angry state of like, yo, man, people become what they hate. And that's why on the cover it's a guy staring back at the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You mentioned and you know I don't remember exactly how you framed it, but it was called like a series that you're gonna have coming out called The Devil's Watching or something like that.
The devil's always watching. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you talk to us about what that means and what that series is gonna be?
Yeah. So The Devil Always Watching is basically just a playoff of what it really is that how in my life the things I've always been through, I've always had a bad temper problem, you know what I mean? So I always have to keep myself in check, which lets me know that the devil's always watching. The devil's always waiting for you to slip up, no matter if it's a dude giving you a slick look, if it's your girlfriend talking to you crazy, whatever the case may be, at your job, whatever. The devil is always watching. So just remember that, and you should move in life a little bit better. Some people snap and don't give a fuck, but that helps me keep it cool. Like, yo, just know he's always watching. He's always waiting for you to slip up. You know what I mean? Because you done did things for him before. You know what I'm saying? So now you're trying to be all goody. Nah, he in the cut waiting for you to, because he feels like you not really who you think you say you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. You know what I mean?
That's good. And then is there like a mixtape series or what's the because you're gonna do a body of work related to it?
Yes. It's a two album part series. It might be three, but it's a 2 album part. Yeah. One album gonna hit you in the head, and then we're gonna hit you again, part 2, and it should be there. It should be done there, but hey, depending on the producer, we might do part 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
The what's interesting is I know what you're talking about. I got temper too, and I need to like watch it often. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it'd be stressful out here in LA. And what I try to do is I call it fasting technology, right? And what you know how like you fast from food, right? To kind of like clean out your system and all that. Yep. So like whenever I feel that, you know what I'm saying, like the enemy, you know what I'm saying, is there trying to catch you slipping, you know what I'm saying, I just go quiet. I fast on the moment.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to engage anymore. You know why? Because I know where it can go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need to engage. I'm out.
Right.
You know, even if I'm still there, I'm out.
Nah, what keep me in check now is LA County Jail. You don't want to be
you don't want to go up in there.
You don't want to be in there, player. So with that alone, I'm on my goody 2 shoes. You hear me? Hey man, just the other day I was in a situation. I said, hey man, I see you having a bad day. Hey man, have a blessed day, my brother. And he was trying to explain himself, and I just walked away. I said, hey.
We don't need to talk no more.
Hey, my brother, you don't have nothing to explain to me. You probably having a bad day. God bless you. And I walked right away. Because at the end of the day, fuck all of that. LA, you do not want to be in no LA County jail, my brother. There's certain jails in the country that's just different. You got Cook County Jail in Chicago. You do not want to be in there, all right? You don't want to be in LA County Jail. You don't want to be in NYPD either. You don't want to be in none of them precincts either because you're going to be in there for days before they even get to see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So that keeps me on the right narrow right there anyway. You know what I mean?
You saw that Jay-Z documentary. I don't remember the kid's name, but he got accused of stealing a backpack in New York and then wound up going to jail. He wound up killing himself because of all the mental stress, the mental health issues. Yeah. He didn't even do it.
Yeah.
You get lost in the system.
And you know what's crazy? it all boils down to counting your blessings, man. I swear to God, because like I said, I don't have much. I'm not balling, but being able that I'm able to get paid from features, right? Being able that when I link up with producers, they hitting me and saying, yo, how much to do a project with you? And we linking up. That's a blessing. So when you think about how blessed you are, yeah, I might not have a Lamborghini and all that yet. You feel me? But it's coming. And at the end of the day, as long as I know the little bit of steps that I'm taking and I'm good and God got me, I don't have to make extreme choices or get out of my character or do all of these different things to try to win for some reason when I'm winning already. You know what I'm saying? So if that person feels like they win in that moment, let them win the moment, baby. I'm trying to win that life. You know what I'm talking about?
That's good, my bro. That's good.
Word.
Yeah. Yo, so we've talked about your amazing 2024. Ivana Ave is coming, executive produced by Flea Lord. You've got multiple projects, multiple short films. You stay busy.
Yeah.
Anybody who follows you on social media can see that you're working with everybody, right? You were just with the Mussolini the other day. When I met you, right, you had just come from working with emcee on the Team Demo album, right? You stay behind the camera, plus your own work and all of the comedy you're doing, right? If people want to have a video shot by Starz Coleman or they want to feature, is Instagram a good way for them to connect with you?
Instagram is the best way. Just DM me. Just don't DM me for free. That's all I'm saying.
No free 99.
Listen, I didn't work this hard for somebody to just be like, yo, can we work for free? Studio time costs money. Me getting to the studio costs money. So at least let's just talk about that. Even if you ain't got bread for the, hey man, I got you with the studio time and the gas to get there, my brother. Let's work, and I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need much, brother, but I just don't need nothing for free. I don't do nothing for free.
Absolutely.
Hit the gram, and we can talk. We can chop it up, and I promise you, I'm gonna hit you back like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about some good business, you feel what I'm saying? I'm hitting you back ASAP, and we're gonna make it work. And I probably have whatever you talking about by the end of the day. I ain't gonna have you waiting weeks and all of that. I ain't cool. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get that done. You're paying me to get it done. I'll have that done in a few hours. You know what I'm talking about?
That's that hunger.
That's what it is. That's good business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my brother. I feel really happy that we got a chance to like chop it up and talk about your career, talk about your discography, what you got coming up in 2024, about all the dope videos you've shot, the short films, right? I think it's so cool how we met. You know what I'm saying? That really felt like divine. You know what I'm saying? To just be like, this hip hop thing that we have is not that big, and it's so cool when you meet somebody else from the East Coast, just in real life, boom, like that moment. You were editing a music video for a song that I had just interviewed the people, and I was playing the stories, kind of watching it back, and you're like, yo, I'm editing the video for that. That was such a magical moment for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know a lot of folks out here in real life. Know a lot of people on the internet, but out here in LA, I'm new just like you.
No, same thing, man. And my man Anderson just locked in. I was talking about him earlier. These are the few friends that I got in life, man, that hold me down, man. Whenever I say, hey, man, I need like $10, $12, they got me. Even though I get on their nerves, they know they're going to be rich one day, so they better keep sending me that $20 when I ask for it, goddamn. But nah, friends like my man Anderson, friends like Brandon, my man Larry that just came home. And these are the people, that's my family, because, you know, I lost my mom. I don't have nobody. So those my brothers, G4, all of these cats, man, Flea Lord, these my brothers, they hold me down. Because me and you both, we don't got nobody, but the people that we do got, that's the family, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's enough.
And it's enough. You know what I mean? They might not be blood, but it's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Rocking and rolling. And we just gotta keep it pushing, man. That's all.
That's good,
we all right, Chris. We good.
Good, my brother. Good. Listen, we're gonna wrap up now. This is good. This is a beautiful interview. But I got your phone number. I'm gonna hit you up. You're just a couple blocks away. So I'm gonna hit you up and we're gonna build, my bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, just hit me. Whatever you need, man, I'm here.
All right, my brother.
And I appreciate you, man, for reaching out and giving me this interview too, man. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my bro. We'll build soon.
For sure. Salute.